In our world today, your data isn't just personal, it's valuable. And because it's valuable, well, it's a target. So today, we're diving deep into the world of asset security. We're going to talk about what it really takes to defend your digital life. Take a look at this number, 230,000. That's not some abstract statistic. That's how many computers were infected by the WannaCry ransomware attack in just one single day. We're talking hospitals, businesses, all brought to their knees, all because of a known security flaw that just hadn't been patched. It's a pretty stark reminder that in this digital world, every single one of us is a potential target. The stakes? Yeah, they're incredibly high. So how do we stop something like WannaCry from happening again? Well, first, you've got to understand the landscape. And really, it's a battlefield. It's this nonstop tug of war between attackers hunting for any little weakness and the defenders who are scrambling to lock everything down. This isn't a one-and-done thing. It's a constant, always changing conflict. And that brings us to the core of it all, cybersecurity. What is it, really? It's simply the practice of protecting our stuff, our networks, our programs, our computer systems from digital attacks, from hacking. It's basically the whole toolkit of strategies we use to keep everything safe, from our own laptops to massive global networks. Okay, so when I say the word hacker, what comes to mind? Probably some shadowy figure in a hoodie, right? A villain. But what if I told you some hackers are actually the heroes of this story? The reality is way more nuanced than just good versus evil. There are actually a few different types, and they're all playing for very different reasons. So let's break it down. You've got your black hats. These are the bad guys, plain and simple. They're in it for money or just to cause mayhem. Then you have the white hats. These are the good guys, the ethical hackers. Companies literally hire them to break into their systems to find the weak spots before the black hats do. And then, floating in the middle, you've got the gray hats. They operate in a gray area. They might find a flaw without permission, but then they'll report it. Their motives can be a little tricky to pin down. All right, so we know who the players are. Now, let's talk about their playbook. What are the actual tools of the trade? Because attackers have a whole arsenal of digital weapons they use to get past our defenses. One of the biggest and honestly most effective weapons out there is something called phishing. You've probably seen it. It's not about breaking code. It's about tricking people. It preys on our trust. You get that email that looks exactly like it's from your bank or Netflix, and it says, hey, there's a problem with your account. Click here to fix it. The entire goal is to fool you into handing over your login info or your credit card number. And the process is brilliantly simple, which is what makes it so dangerous. It all starts with the bait, that convincing email. You click the link because why wouldn't you? It looks legit. But you're not taken to the real site. You're on a perfect copy. You type in your username and password, and boom, that's it. The attacker now has the keys to your digital kingdom. But phishing is just one tool in the box. You've got ransomware, that's what WannaCry was, where they lock up all your files and demand money to get them back. There are DDoS attacks, which is like sending 1 million people to a tiny coffee shop all at once. It just overwhelms a website and shuts it down. Then there's stuff like SQL injection, a more technical attack to mess with a website's database and steal info. And of course, the big one, malware. That's just a catch-all term for any nasty software, viruses, spyware, you name it, designed to cause trouble. Wow. I know, hearing all that, it can feel a little hopeless, right? Like, how can anyone possibly defend against all of that? It's easy to think it's impossible, but here's the good news. It's not. We absolutely have ways to fight back. We have powerful tools and some really simple habits that can act as our digital shield. So let's flip the script and talk about defense. What does it take to build a strong digital fortress? Let's start with the absolute first line of defense for pretty much any network. I'm talking about a firewall. And honestly, the name says it all. It's a virtual wall. It sits right between your computer and the chaos of the open internet. Think of it like a bouncer at a club. It checks everything trying to get in and everything trying to get out. Based on a set of rules, it decides who gets in and who gets kicked to the curb. Super important. And you'll find firewalls in a couple of different forms. There are software firewalls. That's just a program running on your computer. Your operating system, Windows or Mac OS, has one built in. It's designed to protect just that one machine. Then you've got hardware firewalls. This is a physical box, maybe your home router, that stands guard for your entire network, protecting your laptop, your phone, your smart TV, everything connected to it. Okay, next up is cryptography. This is basically the art of writing in secret code. It scrambles up your data so that if anyone intercepts it, it just looks like gibberish. A really cool type is called asymmetric cryptography. Imagine you have a special padlock that you can give copies of to anyone. That's your public key. They can use it to lock a box, but only you have the one unique private key that can open it. This is the magic behind almost every secure transaction you make online. And then there's the one defense that is 100% on us, our passwords. Look, the rules are so simple, but so critical. A good password should be long. We're talking at least 12 characters. It needs to be a messy combination of uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and symbols. And the biggest one, do not reuse passwords. You wouldn't use the same key for your house, car, and safe deposit box, right? Same logic applies here. So why does any of this matter to you? Because this stuff isn't just for big companies anymore. We all have valuable digital assets. Think about it. Your private emails, your family photos, your banking information. Every single time you go online, you're stepping onto that digital battlefield we talked about. So here it is, your personal defense plan. 4 simple things you can do right now. Number 1, use strong, unique passwords for everything. A password manager makes this a total breeze. Number 2, keep your software updated. Don't ignore those update notifications. They often have critical security fixes. Number 3, be paranoid about weird emails. If you weren't expecting it, be suspicious. And always think before you click. And finally, number 4, get a good antivirus program and keep it running. So as we finish up, I just want to leave you with one thought. Take a second and think about your own digital life, your photos, your messages, your accounts. In all of that, what's the one thing you absolutely couldn't stand to lose? Because figuring that out, well, that's the first and most important step to protecting it.